Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here, back with some more of our Wrexham Road to the League. Today we're going to have Burnley and Fulham today in the Premier League. So we're going to skip over the games with Liverpool and Chelsea. We've already kind of showed, I think, both of those games. Earlier in the season, we lost to Liverpool 3-1 and Chelsea was a 2-1 loss. So I think at this point, we're going to kind of get through the season. We'll see how it is, and we will go from there. Also, we'll have our two first international friendlies. So how that's going to work is Monday through Friday, we'll have the league. So anything like that. And then what I'll do for your kind of Saturday and Sunday Football Manager episodes, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the international games then. So we have two friendlies I'll be playing between these two games with Burnley and Fulham, and those will be up on Saturday. So a little reverting back and forth, but it happens, and I think this is probably the best way. So if you want to see the international games, you can go over on the weekend and that. Otherwise, during the week, it will just be the Premier League games. So without further ado, let's get into this. I am ready to see what we have. So, what we're looking at here is in between episodes. I think we played West Brom in the last one. The last game of the last episode, it was a 1-1 tie. We beat Everton 2-1. Juan Jorge Montanez getting 2 goals there. One off a great header that actually hit the bar, and he put in the goal there with a kind of heading the ball to himself. If we get a good win there, we're going to have Burnley, and here is the Fulham game. I got a couple of friendlies in here. Wanted to play FC United of Wrexham. I saw them. I don't think it's a team that's really loaded in, if I'm not mistaken, because they're in the Wales. But I think it'd be cool having a local team come and we play the local team. Iberian's the other friendly, which was a setup from a previous transfer, so we'll get that in. Pretty much fitness friendlies for the most part as we transfer between Liverpool and Chelsea, and then Chelsea into Fulham. So that's the biggest things on the international day. If you want to see that kind of whole idea, we're only going to be taking the top of the national team. I do have control of the under 21s and under 19s, things like that, moving players around. But this weekend we'll see 2 friendlies, one against Costa Rica and one against Estonia. Respectively, these are teams around the same ranking. Costa Rica is 62 and Estonia is actually 119th. So we picked one close to us and one not close to us. We'll see that one on Saturday. So let's get into this game against Burnley. What it's looking like in the league table. We're 30 points in 30 games. That was really the goal. 1 point a game is likely to get you out of the relegation zone and mid to lower table, but not at any risk to have to battle for relegation. Burnley's at 17 points, West Brom's at 16, Luton's at 6. We already played West Brom for the second time. We have Burnley today, and Luton is the second to last thing, I think, before Tottenham. I believe that is correct. It is. Luton's the second to last game. Meaning, I think we're extending ourselves to where we are, what is this? 13 points. So if we can keep within 12 to 15, I think we'll be out of a relegation battle. So this game is big. Big in us not even having to worry about what the top of the table or what the bottom of the table is doing, and propelling us to a mid-table finish. I believe we have a couple of injuries, so we'll see that. We still have a couple of them. Kukowski's still out. Andy Jack is back from being suspended. So I think we will have him move up into, I'm going to say, he's going to switch with Daniel Gore. From there, Archer did get a knock, but I think he's going to be able to play today, so that's not really big of a deal. Harvey Vale's coming off that injury, still working up his sharpness and fitness. Probably do one of these for you guys. There you go. So he's back. And then Daniel Jefferson get a fitness injury, nothing big in practice. And then Jordan Davies, the same thing, nothing crazy. But we're going to see if we can get these guys in. We still have that promise for Luke Alford. We still have a promise for Jordan Davies to give him a fair amount of playing time. And Cade Gordon is learning this left wingback position where Harvey Vale's playing. And he is learning that. I think it's pretty good that he's going to get the playing time that he wants, I think. It's going to be close. So you expect to play in the game against Burnley, and I think Jordan Davies does as well. So as long as they play, we'll probably make them halftime bit because you don't want to push Vale too hard from there. Maradoni has that yellow card. So this is what we're doing. Not really moving anyone around. Castledine is up at the AM now. And yeah, it's kind of what we've been going with, and that's what we will do. I think next season is going to be a big bit of what we can do long term in the Premier League. It's going to really set our base for the players that we can finally bring in, because it'll be our second year in the Premier League, and from there it'll be something where we're not building the foundation here. What we're really do is scoping out the land and deciding where we want to build our foundation. So I think next season goes into foundation building, and from there, that foundation building is what will actually propel us up to the Premier League. Still a tough task, a tall task for a team like Wrexham, who doesn't remotely have the money of the likes of obviously Liverpool, Man City, United, Newcastle at this point, who looks like they're going to win the table. But here we go. Burnley trying to threaten here. We're playing good defense, and there's Horing, takes down from behind. Walker Peters is going to get a card there, it looks like, or at least warned. Shot there goes off the wall. It's a good bit there. Bios. Service in. All gets his head on it, and we are good to go. Another set piece, just about the same spot, and this time Ceballos puts it over the net. 3 shots, 1 on target for Burnley, and here we go for Wrexham. I don't know what Mardani's doing there. That's just, I guess the ball got away from him. Going deep here. Santos is going to rocket it back forward. Archer with the header. Castledine right at Merrick. Why? Why? That hurts. Why are you putting it straight at the keeper? You have the entire goal. It's literally a fast break. Okay, there. Beige. Verdani does try to clear it. Santos good. Slide tackle, and Cullen takes a... I don't really want to say it's a hard ground shot, but it's a ground shot nonetheless. It's just not very hard. You see here Luton playing Everton, and United is playing who was that? West Brom. So we can get a bit of a gap between all of us. If we win this and everyone else loses, we can get to that 16-point gap. And that is over. Gomez had a good chance there. We're going to go out and encourage the boys. A lot of set piece move. Gilhart is going to take a shot. That's a good thought there. Don't want to take the shot from deep. Bios hasn't been hitting though, so playing it to another forward. And that's Veghorst who missed that one, playing as a target forward. Another set piece. Eventually this is going to go in. That one knocks off the wall. Okay, here we go. Vale gonna deliver the set piece corner. In. Archer, header, and it's in. I think they scored on their own goal. Joe Gomez tried to clear it, and it literally went in a goal. Base was right behind him, so maybe it goes in the goal anyway. But Joe Gomez, do we have a spy in the ranks of Burnley that wants us to win this game? I don't know the thought process by Gomez there. I don't know. But we're going to praise the boys anyway. And they did not like that. I guess because they didn't score the goal. Here's Castlenean. Wants a goal, and Merrick. Good save by him. Cogli? I think that's what it was. Cogli. This all makes a good interception. A shot by Brownhill, and that is a rocket screaming over the bar. We go into the half. I think we have another gear to take from this. I think we do. We can do it. I'm not really worried about Archer's injury, but he's likely to come out here shortly. All does win it. Ordani, good turn out to Bayless. Bayless. Okay, we get a set piece corner. Oh, okay. Bayless tricked. That's what I'm going to go with. It's a big brain play. It's in there. Montanez, that towering header. He's not able to do it. Castleton wants to take a shot. Gomez clears it. It's going to be a throw-in near the corner spot. The Man City is 56 points. They're in 7th right now. Newcastle at 71 points. Trying to pull 6 points from Chelsea. Okay. Okay, let's make the changes. So Harvey Vale is going to come out. We're going to put Cade Gordon there. He's going to be a complete wing back. We're going to put Jebison up where Archer is. Let's get Paul Mullen in for Castledine. We'll get Figueroa in where Boring is. And we'll have him be Segundo Volante. And our last sub is going to be Jordan Davies, and I think he is going to play on the right like this. I take that back. I'm going to have Davies. Actually, I will do that. I'll pull this. Put Jordan Davies here. I think that's what we're going to go with. Actually, let's get Andy Jack. And let's get this in. Like shoring up our midfield a little bit is probably best, but also keeping on the attack. That one's played. Santos, what a block there. You love to see it, my guy. Santos is slowly getting better. I should say slowly getting in tune with the team, I should say. Because he's a good player. He's just not in tune with the team yet. And I think it's going to take probably the rest of this year to trying to get through, learn the language. I don't think he knows the language is one of the issues. Actually, I think he does. Right? Yeah, he knows basic English. We're teaching him more advanced English, and from there I think he gets better. Maybe that's the issue. He doesn't exactly understand the terminology here at Wrexham. Santos almost had a goal there. That was a nice try. I don't know if that was really a tip save there off the post, or it just frankly went off the post, but Mullen's not going to be able to get that one, and now we're on a counterattack. Or they're on the counterattack. They hit the post. Graysick had a good cover on the goal, and that one was just the 12th man helping us out. Let's go to a praise. 87th minute here. We're winding down. Good ball forward. Jefferson's going to be there. He's going to play it up to Mullen. Good touch out to Gordon. Gordon has had a couple of crosses that went in for goal, especially to Montanez, but that one's going to be blocked. Mullen, the service, and that's good service. Mullen, another good piece of service in there. Now Bayless trying to get it in. Jefferson, and that is Cho coming just insane off his midfielder forward line to get a header out of bounds. Okay. Paul Mullen stalling. I like to see it. Jefferson, and that's a good header. Merrick does save it. And we're going on the other side. This other side is Jordan Davies. So Mullen is back here waiting for the service back, and it's not going to come in. So it's a win against Burnley. That's a big one. That is a big game. Big game win. What does that mean? We are at 33 points. Burnley is at 17. West Brom also lost, obviously, to United. That was going to happen. And Luton beat Everton. Okay. Everton's fall from grace, but I mean, Luton's at 9 points. It really doesn't matter much. Grand scheme of things. They're just fighting to get out of that. With like 14 games to play, I don't think it's going to matter much in the grand scheme of things. But hey, I do love to see it. What I also love to see is we've got some guys down in the Vanarama North with our affiliate, Ultriam, and they are doing absolutely amazing with 82 points, 3 points over Rochdale. So you like to see an affiliate going ham. And then we picked York as another affiliate, and they are up 4 points over Bath. So we might have a possibility where both of our affiliates are promoted. One gets promoted into League 2, the other one at the Vanarama National League, which actually helps us with better talents. And we can loan these guys down here, and it's going to be much, much better when we loan guys down there. I think that's the biggest key. As the talent rises, it allows us to get a better floor for our affiliates, and that's why we've kind of sent down these guys like Mustafa down here. Played great. Not the greatest in rating, but it's played great. And he is playing at a Vanarama North-South side, and he is playing, I think, in the National League North. So, hey, that works. He's playing up to that standard. So I'm going to put a cut here. I'm obviously going to commentate the Wales games, the Wales friendlies. But for this episode, we'll be back with the Fulham game. And then we'll kind of see from there at the end of the episode when this last four game triggers from there. That if we are in a relegation battle, or if the message between Liverpool and Chelsea comes up to tell us we're not in a relegation battle, which I hope we're not. And if that's the case, we could start thinking about next year with finances and things like that. Because I would like to know what my finances are before the league ends so we can kind of see what's going on, but also the fact that as things are going, we are doing good stuff with the grounds. We're having increase in affiliates. We've done a good stuff with a youth recruitment and its facilities, which are done in 2 months. So those will go up. So we are building Wrexham slowly but surely, and we have an expanded ground possibility that's being planned. And I think with our stadium that is, what is it? It's able to hold 25,000, I think, is what the stadium is allowed to hold. We're now at 13.5 because the heating took down some of the seats. And it is capable of, that this is supposed to say it. Its capacity, I think it's 25,000. I know it's in a different skin that it can tell you exactly what it is. I think we're gonna go with it. I think it's 25,000. So that's what we're gonna go with. So at least we have a stadium that we can continue to upgrade to that 25,000 mark. So I'm gonna make a cut here, and we'll be back with this Fulham game. All right, guys. Well, we did it. We avoided relegation. And that is mostly because we have won 3 out of our last 5 home games. 3 out of our last 5 home games. To put us up into 14th with 33 points. Which means we are physically out of a relegation battle. So that means I'm going to play this Fulham game, and then one of these last 4 games, I think what we'll do is we'll play Tottenham as the last game of the season. We'll merge it in with the end of season wrap up and that sort of thing for a shorter episode, and then we'll go straight into the summer transfer window from there. And I think that's a good one. That'll be the plans here. We have Fulham. I think we have this week where we have a friendly. So we have a friendly between here and the game against Fulham. So make another cut here and we'll be back with that game. All right, guys, here we go. Fulham. We're going to have this game. This will be the last one until we go to the end of the season and play Tottenham. I think that would be an interesting matchup to end it with. How we're seeing a bunch of partnerships here. I'm feeling good with it. Let's go and let's attack Fulham from the start. We have one injury with Jordan Davies, who had a twisted knee in a practice, so he'll be out for this game. Sitting on the bench will be Franco Tonga. I don't know why I said that like that. I have no idea. But he'll be on the bench. Bukowski will likely be back probably around the last couple of games, maybe Luton and Tottenham. One of those games, but otherwise, let's get into this. I'm feeling pretty good since we got the whole securing our position, the middle of the table at least, or the bottom half of the table wise. So at least it's a decent finish. And we're not going to be in a relegation battle, which I was kind of fearing, but I think we have a team that can keep us up. And now it's time to build. So we'll see Burnley, West Brom, and Luton. I don't think anyone big in these teams are going to be... Maybe they're decent to bring in. I don't know. had to answer my phone right quick, and it was no one there. Sounded like interference. Let's encourage the team here. Montanez will take a shot. That'll be blocked by Rivero. Bale putting it over, and there is Bayless with the header. That's going to be looked at by VAR, though. I'm not sure if he was onside when the ball was played. He was not. A man not even in the play literally is offside, so it's called back. That kind of sucks. Don't agree with that, but I don't agree with that either. Come on, guys. Is it Bayless has lost the ball? So that's going to be one of our priorities, is finding someone that can take that spot for Bayless. Whether it be someone that moves over for Horing and is the roaming playmaker, and Horing moves over, or we find just a better defensive player. As Archer going to have a goal here, getting it past Andrelev. And there it is. Cameron Archer, his 50th goal for Wrexham. He's been on a little bit of a goal drought, and he just put that in the back of the net. You love to see it. And we're trying to win our third out of our last 6 at home. Or no, this will be 4th out of our last 6 at home, which has been the run that we've needed to not have to worry about relegation. Montanez plays up to Mardani, plays up to Castledine. Castledine just taps it by the keeper. Let's go. You love to see some good play like that. And you love to see the keeper just take a bad angle on it. Playing it in here. Montanez does head the ball away. Shot, and that is way too high. Let's keep going. It's just not in this one. I'd like to see what like the crowd size and stuff is. What to see is that is a hard tackle. Alquaterez. Looks like Newcastle is slowly pulling away from Chelsea. So we're only half the points away from, say, well, not a little bit under half from like Leicester. So I mean, it's a good showing. I think Mardani is suspended at this point, right? I think. He's 6 away. Actually, he's not going to be. Okay. Let's bring in Paul Mullen for Montanez. Switch them around. We'll bring in Figueroa. We're back here. We'll flip that around so Figueroa will be there. We'll bring in Jebison for Archer. And I think we bring in Andy Jack from Maradani. And the other one that we do is Isn't he good at actually tackling? He is. But we need to actually get him as... Figueroa's played that, right? But Figueroa can't tackle for the life of him. So we should probably play... Cade Gordon could. He's played on the left side. Vale can... Actually, let's have Vale train. Play in the middle. I think that would be a good one as like a roaming playmaker. I think that's a good thing to start here. We'll get him as a roaming playmaker, and we'll move here to get Gordon some more looks here. That'll be the changes that we make. Pretty good if you say so. 2-0, 73rd minute, playing it up top. Jefferson, Jack plays it back. And that is going to be a likely penalty in the box. And of course, you know who's going to take that. It's Super Paul Mullen. Let's see if he can be super today from the penalty spot. Almost said PK spot. The penalty spot. Okay, Paul Mullen. Looking here. Shot is there, and shot is in. Paul Mullen has his 6th goal of the season at the Premier League. He's been more of a set piece creator, more of a leader up top and moving the ball around. So not a lot of goals for him, but he's helped this team and he's guided this team to stay up at the Premier League. You love to see it, guys. You love to see it. We sent Fulham way back. I don't think they're in any risk of being relegated unless they play Burnley, West Brom, and Luton. But really, they'd have to play Burnley, and then they'd have to play everyone else, and Burnley would have to have teams that they could actually beat, which I think Fulham's probably secure. If I had to guess. Our defense has meshed pretty well. Santos has played well. As time has went on, he's played better and better. That's to be a much better pass. I think he's onside there, so that might be a 3-1 game that we take into the end. Yep. I'll take a 3-1 game. You can't really be mad at that. Be mad at the circumstances of why the goal was scored, but you can't be mad at about winning a game and not having a clean sheet. Okay. Ref raised his flag. That's coming back. 3 minutes of extra time is added. And I think that is a great bit of football we've played. You love it. You'll love to see it. That was an excellent win. I'm feeling happy. We'll back ourselves. Good top performance there. It is a win. That moves up to 36 points. And I think we'll be one shy of maybe the actual 40 that we were thinking of. So I thought we might get 39 or so, 38. So it looks like the projection is probably just about right, if I had to guess. We have Norwich, Luton, Man City, which was rescheduled. We were supposed to play them, I think, like somewhere in here. I think it's technically in here. But that was rescheduled because they are playing Real Madrid in here. That was rescheduled. So in the next episode, we'll take on Luton. And actually, no, in the next episode, what we'll do is we'll take on Tottenham to end the season. And then we will see the end of season stuff. And I'll give you my plans for going into year 2 in the Premier League, which is the 2028 to 2029 season. So let's wrap this video up, because this one's kind of long, at least recording wise, because I did actually do also 2 international games. So there's one thing in there. So thank you all for joining me. Go leave a like below, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Later.